Welcome back everybody, Matt the Brat here. Hope you're doing well. So we got a new Netflix original movie called Fair Play. Came out on Friday. I've been looking forward to this movie. I saw a trailer about a month ago. Just like Netflix does all the time. They put out their trailers about a month to 3 weeks before the movie comes out. And I liked the trailer. It gave me a intense thriller, but very erotic at the same time. And I think that's something we haven't gotten in a while. You don't see a lot of erotic thrillers like Basic Instinct, if you will. Actually, I watched that movie for the first time back in May. The original Basic Instinct with Sharon Stone and Michael Douglas. It was a great movie. But other than that, I'm like, we really haven't gotten a erotic thriller, but also deals with women in the workforce. And I thought this was like a very interesting movie. So I sat down the other night and I watched it, and I think this movie is excellent. And the reason why this movie is so great is the two leads in this movie. Phoebe Dynevor, I think that's how you say her last name. A lot of people might know her from the show Bridgerton. She was also one of the three actresses up for the role of Lois Lane in the new Superman movie coming out. So I have never seen her in anything before. So I was watching her for the first time in this movie. And I thought she gave a phenomenal performance. Her chemistry in the earlier scenes with Alden Ehrenreich, I think was great. As the movie goes along, she can be very intense at moments. She can be kind of scary in moments. She can bring this power, like this, even a little bit of vulnerability at points, but also like this, like you're literally legit scared of her in moments. And I thought for a first timer watching her, I thought she did a great job. Even in the scenes at work, like office, setting. I almost was like, man, maybe she would have been the perfect Lois Lane. Because her working in this workforce with all men, and just the way she looked, the way she dressed, I was like, this girl's a very good actress. I was very impressed with her. Also, Alden Ehrenreich. Some people might remember him playing the young Han Solo in the Solo film. He was also in Oppenheimer earlier this year. He's having a great year between Oppenheimer and now this. I thought he did an amazing job in this movie too. His scenes with Phoebe were great. I mean, first the sexual chemistry, and then later on this kind of angry, a little bit possessive, a little bit mad, perturbed that she's getting all this recognition at the workforce, and he's not, and he's being jealous of her, and then just how this whole movie kind of unravels as it goes along. I mean, both of them did a great job. This is written and directed by Chloe Dumont. I've never seen any of her previous work, but as a writer, I think this is a very sharp script. Looking at it, this on one hand, an erotic type of thriller, and I think it worked well in that. There is sexual scenes, there's a lot of language, there's a lot of sexual dialogue. This is a rated R movie, there is nudity. But it also deals with the theme of how women are treated in the workforce, especially when it's primarily dominated by men. And how if a man gets promoted, no one thinks of how he got promoted. He must have just worked hard. While if a woman gets promoted, men think the worst. Oh, she must have done this to get that promotion. She must have slept with him to get that promotion. And it's interesting the dynamic that you see throughout the movie. And I thought that was very interesting. Not to mention, what I think the script is so great on the other hand is, one moment you feel sorry for Alden Ehrenreich's character. Then in a moment you might feel sorry for Phoebe's character. And then as the movie goes along, you almost like keep switching back and forth throughout this whole movie on, okay, who do you, sympathize for? Who are you drawn more? And then like near the end, you're like, it starts to like turn, like, oh, like maybe not that character, maybe not that character. Maybe I'm more drawn down to this character. I see where they're coming from. No, I see where they're coming from. And it's like, wow, you're watching this movie, and like I said, you're just going back and forth. And like that also helps with the pacing of this film. Almost a 2-hour movie, and I never felt like it was 2 hours. And the editing is sharp editing, well paced. The dialogue is sharp dialogue. A lot of themes. It's definitely a movie you can discuss with a group of people. And I think when they would all have a different opinion, I think they would also each of them side with either one character or the other character. And just to hear each other's reasoning behind that could be a great discussion to have. So I was very impressed with this movie. It's on Netflix. I highly, highly recommend it. Like I said, it is rated R. It has nudity, it has sexual moments. It has a lot of crude and sexual humor. Well, not humor, dialogue, I mean. And it's just an interesting look at the male workforce and the female workforce. And just like how females do things and how they get judged by them, and how a man doesn't, even though the man's doing the same thing. It's an interesting dichotomy that you see in this movie. So I highly recommend this film. It's on Netflix. Phoebe Dynevor did an excellent job. I can't wait to see more of her. Alden Ehrenreich, like I said, is having a great year with Oppenheimer and now this. And the director, Chloe Dumont. I'm looking forward to seeing what else she can bring. So I'm Matt the Mad here. I would give this easily a 5 out of 5. I think it's a great movie. Go watch it on Netflix. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like. Comment down below if you have seen this movie. I would love to hear your opinion. Because I think this is definitely a movie you can discuss between people. Hopefully don't get into arguments, but just hear people's opinion. So, Matt the Mad here.